Okay, listen up. Right after today's digital life hack, we've got a weekend call from the Kim Commando Show. You're going to love it. Christmas movie lovers, listen up. If you can't make it home for the holidays, you can still watch the classics with friends and family with this tech trick. I'm Kim Commando for PDS Debt. They have customized options for anyone struggling with debt. Get a free debt analysis right now at pdsdebt.com/Kim. First, for our iPhone listeners, use FaceTime and Apple SharePlay. You can watch Netflix, Hulu, and Max with whoever you're on a call with. Here's how. Start a FaceTime call and tap the screen to open the menu. Hit the SharePlay button and launch the streaming app that has the holiday movie or show that you want to watch. Then press play. You can do this on the Apple TV too. Start a FaceTime call and on your Apple TV remote, hold the control center. At the top, select your user. That's it. Android owners, Google has a SharePlay equivalent called Duo. It works great, but there's coal in this stocking. It doesn't support as many streaming apps outside of its own YouTube. If you need those steps to make this magic happen, just hit my website, commando.com. Hey there, tech lovers and wannabes. Want to stay ahead of the game? You've got to check out my YouTube channel. It's amazing. So many people are loving my new and improved channel. For starters, we've got fresh how-to videos every week, like how to block those super annoying political text messages, let important calls through even in Do Not Disturb mode, and oh boy, watch out for sneaky QR codes that can actually brick your phone. It doesn't stop there. Join me for Kim Commando Today, a fun podcast where we break down the latest tech news and trends. It's like talking tech with a friend, minus all the boring stuff. You'll get the latest tips and tricks to keep you in the know and have a little fun while doing it. Plus, who doesn't love being the tech-savvy one in the crowd? So head to youtube.com/Kim Commando, hit subscribe, and make sure you never miss a new video or podcast. That's youtube.com/Kim Commando. And when you're there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. That's youtube.com/Kim Commando, with a K, of course. And I'll see you on the video. Yes, another brilliant call from my weekend show. You're going to love it. Here it is. Ken in Brookings, South Dakota. Hi. Oh, Chris. I'm sorry. Hi there, Chris.
Hi, Kim. How are you? Oh, sorry. I just thank you very much for taking my call, and
You
it's
betcha.
a pleasure to talk to you. I know I've listened to you for many years and learned a lot of good information. So
Well,
thank
good.
you.
What do you do there in Brookings, South Dakota?
Well, I actually work as a merchandiser for Frito-Lay.
Oh, wow. Good. That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah, it's a recent job change, but it's been a good one.
Do you get to take home a lot of free samples?
No.
Oh, okay.
But every once in a while there are some bags that are legitimately broken or whatever that we can try. But actually, the company does send us some samples sometimes
Nice.
if they have a new product coming out or something. So
That's
yeah,
good. That's awesome.
yeah.
So what's going on
Yeah,
with
that
you?
actually. Well, I've got a iPhone 10s or Max, and I just kind of. It started doing some weird things the other day, and so I just kind of thought, well, let me start looking at some other phones, and not to get too political, but with some of the things going on with Google and Apple and stuff, I just was trying to see if there was a phone out there that had an operating system that wasn't Google and wasn't Apple. Nothing against their products specifically, but I was trying to research it, and I wasn't able to come up with anything. And I thought, if anybody would know, you would. So.
Well, thank you for your call and your confidence. It's not really a political argument as much as it's just a fact, right? I mean, we have big tech. We have Facebook, Google, Alphabet, owned as Google, right? Twitter,
Right.
and Microsoft to a certain extent, Amazon, and it's almost as if they've created this monkey and they can't put the genie back in the bottle, really. And they're making so much money and they're tracking us everywhere we go. I mean, I'm sure it's happened to you, Chris, is that you're talking about something and then you go online and all of a sudden it's like, wait, whoa, I'm starting to see all these ads for what I just had a conversation about. And it's like,
Yes.
it's like, is that a coincidence? No, I was talking about hiking in Patagonia. Now I'm getting hiking ads in Patagonia. It's like crazy stuff. And they are, when I say they, Washington is they really have no choice but to clamp down on them at this point and to figure out what's going on. And any other time that you've seen Mark Zuckerberg in Washington, it's just a complete joke. I mean, unfortunately, I don't think a lot of folks in Washington really even understand what they do as far as big tech is concerned. So when you do if you do want to get rid of Apple and Google, I mean, you know that it's not going to be the greatest experience, right? Okay.
Right.
You're not going to have all the tools, bells, whistles, settings. You're not going to have all the, obviously, 2 million apps at your disposal. But most of these phones are run on the Linux operating system. And there's one that's been getting a lot of traction. It's called Pine. And I can send you links to this. Another one's called Librem. There's also something called Freedom. And the whole idea is for people who want to take back their privacy. And we still need to have texting, and we want apps, and we want a camera, but we don't want the infiltration of third-party advertising. And it's no great secret. That's why Apple now has this privacy nutrition label. Okay, they didn't do that to be nice. Okay, they did that so that this way they can avoid some antitrust measures in Washington, right? I mean, you start looking around. I mean, they're not. Google isn't coming out and saying, "Well, now you can delete things because they're being nice." All right.
Right.
This is not being nice.
Yeah.
They're doing it because they got their hand caught in the cookie jar, and all this data that's being accumulated about us. And it's been said that there are 26,000 different data points on every single American. You have the equivalent of a digital avatar floating out there in cyberspace that knows everything about you. And that's why you see these targeted ads. I'll post some links to these Linux-based phones over in the Q&A forum over inside the Komando community. Chris, thank you so much for your kind words. And if you have any extra chips, just send them our way. Hey, major thanks for giving me your listening time today. And if a tech question is just gnawing at you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with me. Hop on over to Komando.com and hit email Kim. I read every single note. Now, in a digital world, you need to stay up to date. That's why you need my free daily newsletter. You can sign up right now over at GetKim.com. That's GetKim.com.